What up, dude? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Station Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. On deck for today's show, we look at the possibility of more Lions DBs changing positions. PFF gave the Lions offensive line a high ranking going into the season, and three trades that can make the Lions playoff contenders in 2022. But before we get into all that, I got to bring in the rest of the crew. Man, you know you got to watch your girl spoiling her purse because she gonna slide that plate to my man, who LL Cool. What's up, my guy?
What's up, Proud Nation, and good morning.
And y'all know who it is. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. That defensive line extraordinaire coach himself. It is who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Hey, let's get this thing started
right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. Before I get started on the show, we make sure that we honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for their country in defense of it yesterday. So Memorial Day, I had some people say Happy Memorial Day to me yesterday. I'm like, I don't know about that, but I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? We honor the ones who paid the ultimate sacrifice on Memorial Day. So, holla at your boy in November at Veterans Day. But all right, my man, Coach Jones, man, we're going to talk about some of these Lions DBs, man, who may be flipping around back there, with Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn. What you got, my dude?
Yeah, so we got a position change or two here about the Lions, and one of these position changes is something that we all expected, we all talked about. As soon as we seen the make and the build of this guy, 6'3", 215, we was like, he's a safety. Out the gate, coming out of college, like he's a safety, and then he's like cornerback. He could be that. He could be the new trend, but we was all in the back of our mind thinking he's a safety, and that's iffy, man. Fine Wu Ifatu. They were talking about him moving and playing some safety instead of that outside inside or the outside corner, him sliding inside and even playing safety. They said he took some reps at safety. So that's something that we've all talked about. We all been dreaming about, man. And we just feel good about that. We all foreseeing this happening in the future. Even though we be trying to play GM ourselves and try to act like we know what's going on, we really don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But we seen it, so we just probably more fulfilled that it's like our prediction going on. But another thing that was mentioned on Lions Wire was something that they were talking about that wasn't something that potentially happened during training camp. But they're talking about Jeff Berkuda moving possibly from the depth of cornerback, moving possibly to an inside role and maybe even playing some cover safety role because, Kuda also has that bigger build, that bigger size. So that's something that I know y'all hate his name, but Fatty Patty was trying to install versatility in players, able to do different things. And I think we actually have the talent around and the young guys to actually build and move forward with that thought process. So what y'all got on that?
All right. So this is why I said in previous shows that safety is the most intriguing camp battle to me. You can, rewind the tape. I've said this before, Free for All Friday, and I think I said it last week as well. The way that Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn approach coaching the secondary is special. Look at Coach Jones' play cousin, Will Harris. The coaching staff got the most out of him by switching up the quarter. Same can be said for Bobby Price. Even though both players couldn't have played any worse at safety, so a position move for both players were necessary. I don't think Elliott's name is a permanent marker as a starter across from Tracy Walker. It's moves like this that make me say that's going to be the most interesting camp battle as far as the safety position and who's going to start opposite Tracy Walker. What you got, Ella?
I'm going to say I agree with you, but not necessarily so much on the camp battle, but I do like the thought of those players maybe moving around. We all said it. I think we all said it at least when we got wind that they signed Deshaun Elliott. Nobody kind of thought that he was going to be a starter. At least I didn't. I don't think you guys did either. But I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see either of those guys at safety, either Iffy or Jeff Okuda. And I think that's where we may be able to get the most out of those two players, even though they have looked good at corner. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach Jones.
Hey, if you like this content, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe buttons, man. Just hit all of them. We on that march to 4K and try to help the boys out, man. We're trying to get there. What you got up next, Curt?
All right, so we got the family discussion topic for today is which player do you think should switch positions in the secondary? Let us know what you think. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below. We know we talk about y'all. I'll chop it up in the chat section in the video during the premiere, but in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and tell us which player you think should switch position, and we read 6 of those things on the next show. So, and with all that being said, like my man, Coach Jones said, man, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. What the hell are you waiting for, man? You keep coming back. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Man, this offensive line. Now, we don't talk about pro football farce a lot on this program, but they're giving us some love. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles and the Browns are the only offensive line ranked above the Lions in the PFF preseason rankings. Starting tackles Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell are ranked in the top 25, and returning Pro Bowl center is ranked in the top 5 of his position. That's my man Frank Ragnow for this line. And then Jonah Jackson had a solid season. Big V had a great year at right guard, respectively. The thing to me that most impressive for this offensive line, this is why this is the Lions getting their due by PFF being the number 3 offensive line, is their depth. You got Evan Brown, who can play center and guard. Not a lot of drop off last year. He did his thing. And then Matt Nelson, former defensive lineman, came in, turned himself into a solid swing tackle. I mean, he's not the greatest, but he was better than what we had before. I mean, that's why we kind of just pushed Tyrell Crosby out of the door. Like, yeah, man, go ahead about the business. So if the line plays up to his potential, I think they're deserving of that top 3 ranking by PFF. You look at it, you got Taylor Decker, Penei Sewell, they're going to do their thing. Frank, Big Bank Frank, because, he signed that big-ass contract, coming back, man. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from the offensive line. If Jackson, this is going to be a pivotal year for Jonah Jackson, but Big V, he showed his worth last year. You look at it, most people were like, we're down on Big V when he tried to play him at tackle, but at guard, he was beasting it last year. With all that being said about the offensive line, what you got, LL? What's your thoughts on the O-line getting this ranking from PFF?
Thank you, PFF. We all have different feelings about PFF around here. Usually I try to take what they say with a grain of salt, even when it's positive about the Lions, which it has been more recently. But I do like the ranking. Hopefully we can live up to it or live up real close to it or even exceed those expectations. Let's get number 1 instead.
Yeah, I like it and I don't like it. I like it because people are acknowledging that we're getting better and that we're getting more together as a unit and we're building. But at the same time, I don't like all the attention, dog. I don't like it. I like to sneak up on people, man. I don't like people giving us all these notifications. Like, stop notifying everybody in the league about what's going on, man. Shit. Like,
yeah,
pump your brakes, man.
I feel you on that. I feel you, man. You
gotta tell everybody.
We try to keep it on the keep it on the low. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, if you like this content, man, go ahead and like this channel, man. We've got what you talking about, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, if you want to get yourself some Lions gear, like your boy Curt Steele, go to fanatics.com. Links in the description below. Small proceeds from that link help us grow the content on this channel. If you want to get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear, our wonderful people who bring in this app and this program, go ahead to lnushop.com and get yourself some gear. Go on over to lionsontheprowlshop.com. You know what I'm saying? If you want to rock that MCDC sweatshirt like my man LL over there, go ahead to lionsontheprowlshop.com. hang out with the crew on your favorite social media platform. Get the links on the screen right now. You know, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, man. Go to Behind the Scenes with the Crew and hang out. And if you know, on social media, and the Lions social media is Lions Nation Unite. That's your one-stop shop, the ultimate hangout for Lions fans. You get all the content creators over there hanging out. My man Herman Moore will be kicking it over there. So go and check it out. Lions Nation Unite, man. That's the social media app for Lions fans. It's just for us. So go in and check it out. You know, we be over there kicking it sometimes, you know what I'm saying, especially during the season, when game chats, you know, we just be kicking it over there. So go on over to LNU and get that thing, lionsnationunite.com, or you can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple app stores. Now it's time for my man LL to talk about this three trades. I don't know who made this list up that was supposed to make us a playoff contender this year. So go ahead. What you got, LL?
I couldn't have said it better myself, Kurt. This article comes from sidelinesreport.com, part of FanSided, and the headline says 3 trades to make the Detroit Lions playoff contenders in 2022. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, though. The first trade that they have up would be the Lions, us receiving linebacker Deion Jones from the Atlanta Falcons, and us giving up a 2023 fifth-round pick. According to multiple different reports, Jones could be leaving the Atlanta Falcons soon after they have added linebackers this offseason via free agency and a draft. On top of that, Jones has a cap hit of $20 million this year and $18 million next year. For an Atlanta team that's continually cap-strapped, they could be eager to move on from the expensive player who has been up and down throughout his career. I'm not so sure that we should attempt anything like that with that price tag. The next trade that we have, or that they've given us, is we would receive cornerback Jordan Lewis and a 2023 7th-round pick from the Cowboys, and we would send over a 2023 6th-round pick. In this deal, the Cowboys decide they want to keep Anthony Brown as their starter opposite Trayvon Diggs, and thus get some value back for Jordan Lewis. Not so mad at that one. That's not necessarily the worst trade, but I think his contract is coming up. So you end up having to make a decision on trying to pay him. So maybe not giving up draft capital for a player that we're going to end up having to make a decision on so soon. And the last trade, not whoever, somebody must have been really enjoying their Memorial Day when they made this one, is the Lions would receive quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo and wide receiver Deebo Samuel, and we would send the 49ers a 2023 and 2024 first-round pick, 2023 4th-round pick, and Jared Goff. This is the swing for the fences move to try to make. This would be the hardest trade of these 3 deals to pull off, but the offseason is for dream, realistic, or otherwise. I don't know whose dream this is. It's not mine. I don't think it's very many Lions fans. Stop dreaming this for us. Whoever dreamed this. But what do you guys think of these 3 trade scenarios?
All right, man. I'm just gonna tell you out the rip. All right, Deion Jones. If we can get Deion Jones and go ahead and rework his contract, that makes sense. He's the kind of the guy who makes a difference for our linebacking core. Jordan Lewis isn't a lock to beat out any of the young guys we got. So why would you bring in a cornerback that's not even a lock to beat out the guys you have? Jimmy G isn't an upgrade over Jared Goff. What the fuck? He's not. He is Jared Goff. They're the same. They both JG, and they have the same.
Right.
I mean, they have just as many turnovers and missed open wide receivers as Jared Goff. Jones is a linebacking core. He can give our linebacking core a boost. He's a logical trade target. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys, you know, we would have to rework his contract, maybe, you know, turn it into a bonus. The Deebo Samuel thing is a wing and a prayer anyway. He's going to be in San Francisco. They're going to work that thing out. I don't think they're going to trade. They're not going to trade Deebo Samuel. It will be like a 1-for-1, one JG for the other. And shit, they both about the same. It's not a really upgrade. I mean, none of these things for me, because like if you look at Jordan Lewis, he lost his starting job out there in Dallas. So what are you gonna do? Come in here? I can't say that he's head and shoulders above any of the guys that we already have on the roster.
Right. I'm on the same boat with Curt as a linebacker being probably the number one dude that would actually happen for. But as for the, I wouldn't even entertain the Jordan Lewis thing because we got so much competition with these young guys at the DB position. I'll pass. And Jimmy, I'm not giving up a first, 2 firsts, and a 4th for that guy because first off, Jimmy Garoppolo got traded for a 2nd-round draft pick. Like that was his initial trade price. So you don't up his trade price, his trade value after the first initial trade value. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you Jimmy G, not for a guy that's just trying to boo him out because another guy coming in. That's like somebody paying Alex Smith a 1st-round pick because Patrick Mahomes is coming in. But nah, man, that don't work like that, bro. That don't. And then you know what? I was on the Deebo Samuel train for a minute until we got Jameson Williams, and then I'm like, or you know. James, and I'm like, you know what? I pass on that, bro. So yeah, that's how I feel about that, man.
Think about this: our two of our best wide receivers are on rookie contracts. Why would you bring Deebo Samuel in? You got to pay him a boatload of money. Look at the wide receiver deals that went on in the offseason. You're gonna have to pay that dude some cash dollars for him to go anywhere.
And he don't want to run the ball.
That's what I was just about to say. The main reason why anybody would want him, he don't want to do anyway, which would be his versatility. So, leave us some your thoughts in the comments about those 3 trade scenarios. Speaking of comments, leave those comments. If you like this content, share it with everybody that you know. Send the links around to your group chats, or just tell them to go ahead and download and subscribe to us, or just subscribe to everything on that Lions Nation Unite app. But again, talking about those comment cards, sliding from my newsroomers topic on over to my man Curt's favorite segment, and that is
it's time for the comment cards, baby. All right, man. Special comment cards today. First up, Sherry Bordeaux. That's Jim's mom. She said, "Thank you, Curt and guys, for this tribute. It was really nice to hear all the memories of Jim. Hey, LL, Jim was the tallest guy in our family. Laugh out loud."
Wow.
That's funny. But yeah, thoughts and prayers of you, Miss Sherry. Big Topper says, always enjoy the show. Just watching the panel, you can see Jim's skill for finding talent, great people who have great passion, skill, character, and the gift of humor. Great job carrying on Jim's work and honoring him as he should be. Respect. Thank you, Big Topper. Respect.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Randy Frank says, great show, guys. It truly shows the impact Jim had on you, everyone he had interactions with. I can't lie. Tears are running, and I never met him. Thank you, man. I lost my mother 9 months ago. One day she was fine. 2 weeks later, she passed. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Life can be way shorter than we imagine. As LL says, be kind, enjoy life, enjoy your loved ones, because you never know. Rest in peace, Jim. We miss you. Thoughts and prayers to the Uvalde family victims. Yeah, man. You said it all, man.
Yeah, definitely. This is my guy right here, man. This is Brian Ejik Jr. We talk on Twitter and Facebook all the time, man. And he said, this is awesome. Warm my heart to see my card up there. He makes the digital playing cards, and he made one of Jim, and that was on the topic for the tribute show we did on Wednesday. He said, y'all keep doing you and keep believing in this team. Pride or die, one pride. And you know what I'm saying, he gave the fist pump. So go ahead, my man Brian. Man, we appreciate you, brother, man. Keep doing your thing.
I like that. Pride or die. Richard Steele says, I just discovered Detroit Lions on the Prowl and started keeping up, and I love Jim, maybe, was funny and came up with the phrases and words. That's definitely Jim, what they're talking about. Plus, I loved his laugh, and I hurt when he passed. I could tell he was a real person, and I know if we have met, we would have been friends. Probably not the wrong thing to think, Richard Steele. You know, Jim was down with the team, and wasn't a stranger to nobody who was just trying to be down as well.
Never met a stranger, and you know what I'm saying? I'm liking the last name though. You know what I'm saying? You know how to pick that last name. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Right. Referee Richard Steele. Yeah. I know him, right? Yeah. So Dan Thanos Spano says, honestly, I don't talk about, I throw that in there. Honestly, I don't talk about this very much. But Jim and I shared a special connection because we both had kidney transplants. I did not know that. I think we used to talk about that as much, if not more, than we talked about the Lions. I don't know how too many other people who have been through the same things I had. So I always appreciated Jim always appreciated having Jim to talk to about it. Even though we only became friends around 6 months before he passed, I still miss him every day. Thanks for always being there, my friend. You will never be forgotten. You never will, Jim. We love you, baby.
Yeah, man. You know we love my man Jim on this show, man. Hey, like you said, man, thank you for guys for living those warm thoughts and comments about my man Jim Bordeaux. You know, he was our man, 50 grand. And we keep doing this thing for my man Jim Bordeaux. All right, man. Now it's time for Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Go on over to Delightful Bites over on Facebook. The link's in the description. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and check out. Just go put in Delightful Bites, and you will see those tasty morsels up on that screen. So, you know, saying you want to just go ahead and drew all over your phone, your tablet, your keyboard. Go check those things out, man. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. All right. So first up, you know, we got some sad news yesterday coming out of a former Viking, Jeff Gladley, dies at age 25. He was a standout cornerback at TCU, killed in a car accident on Monday near Dallas. And, you know, that's sad. You know, the guy played for the Vikings. He was just in camp with the Arizona Cardinals. You know, that just kind of, you know, that's just the things that's really sad. You know, you see a young life taken like that, you know. I know he's from a, former division rival, but, you know, got to send out those things, man, because it's bigger than football. And then our man, the Hockamania, will be defending his tight end championship belt at Tight End University again this year. If y'all don't know what that is, Tight End U is a group of these the pretty much all the tight ends in the NFL, you know, the premier ones, they go to pretty much a big camp, and the best one in the camp gets the championship belt. And last year it was TJ Hockenson, you know, and he would defend. If you're talking about the guys he beaten out are like Darren Waller and Mark Andrews and these guys, you know, and you get this really instruction from guys like George Kittle and the big fella Greg Olsen comes back, you know, the retired one, you know, Mercedes Lewis, and you get these the big names. What's my man out there in Kansas City?
Kelsey.
Kelsey. They all put on this clinic for tight ends around the league, for young guys, for old guys, and they come and teach them techniques. But my man, TJ Hockenson, was the one guy who stood above the fray last year. He gonna be defending his championship belt out there at Tight End U. So go ahead and do your thing, man. Hopefully we can get you on the field all year this year, man, and make some big things happen. Go ahead, TJ, and do your thing, man. Now it's time to go ahead and skip what we're gonna do our thing on to this wall of fame, baby, because you know it is Tuesday coming in, Monday for some people. First up, we got Crystal Wiley, Midwest Lion, Brian Stover's in the building, Bo Gagrius, Smoking Jeremy B or Jeremy Barrick. We got my man Shano the Insano and the king of everything, because he's the everything king. For our silver members, we got Henry Wallace, Shannon Peck, Mr. Scotty the Bear. We got Batman of the 313 shining that bad signal all over the Gotham that is the Motor City. And we got Gold Lions. And for our gold members, we got my man Michael Huck, Mr. Reliable, is in the building. There will be a gold members meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m. We got my man, the inspirational Turner C. Burley. I seen you with your robes on, man, doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see you in the pulpit, my brother. We got Michael Lewis, Randall Flag 606, Miles Gibbs, Mr. North End Ken himself, Mr. Rough and Raw, just in the D. Lady Lionor of Douchebagia is in the building. And the Dr. Detroit, he is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Now it's time to go to final thoughts for today's show. Y'all know who it is, man. That lady's pet, that men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. That big time player from the Himalayas. My man, LL, what you got for your closing thoughts for today?
Just right off of Memorial Day, just thoughts and prayers to anybody, remembering anybody that you recently lost a long time ago. However it goes, it never gets easier sometimes. And believe me, I truly understand. So, peace and thoughts going out to everybody, keep your head up. And like always, be kind. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, it's Tuesday. Sometimes that you find them on Tuesdays. If you can in your area, get you some dollar coins today.
Right on, man. I just want to say, hopefully everybody had a good Memorial Day and just a good weekend overall. And it's time to get back to work. No. So we for a lot of people, we starting off the week, man. So everybody just take it easy, man, and kind of just let the day come to you. Don't try to overdo yourself, man, and overwhelm yourself, man. Just take on the week with grace, man.
Yeah, definitely. For me, Memorial Day is always, special, remembering those who I served with or were near and that have passed away. One in particular, I worked in finance when I was in the U.S. Army, and I was downrange in Afghanistan, and we had a guy, Sergeant James DeRoe, passed away, got killed by roadside bomb. Well, it was a suicide bomber, and I always, shout out to my fellow finance soldiers, and that was one that hit home. It shook us to the core all throughout Afghanistan, all throughout theater, but that was always one of those things that always would stick with me. So Sandra wrote to his family, man, and to my fellow finance soldier that served with him, man, salute to y'all, man. You always be remembered in our hearts right here. So it's Monday, excuse me, I keep saying it's Monday. It is Tuesday. It is Monday for some people because some people didn't work yesterday. So if the grind gets too hard, like I always tell you, take a deep breath, step back, and ask for help. If you need some, don't be overwhelmed. Go ahead and get yourself some help. It's not a sign of weakness for ask for help. It's always a sign of strength because you know that there's some things you need to help on. And it's better for you. It's better for wherever you're working, and just to make sure you're getting the work that you need is getting done. And it's helping out, and this helps you with your mental faculties as well. So with all that being said, man, it's 2-piece Tuesday down here in the South, man, at Popeyes, you know what I'm saying? Or Taco Tuesday, whatever you eating for lunch today, man. This napkin, crumbs off your face, finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.